Perfect, babe. All right, awesome. Everyone can hear me. Everything's all good. My internet connection's all good. Yeah, so just like hope everyone had an awesome long weekend. I did do a post a little bit earlier in Team Pina Colada about what we're about to talk about with the April incentive. But yeah, Kim and I kind of put our heads together and we were talking about, we're only a couple of months out from conference, which is super exciting. It's literally down to weeks, even if you want to count it that way. And so we were thinking of a way, what we can do to help you guys build really strong into conference, because conference is life-changing. It absolutely is. Anyone that's ever been to a conference knows that. And you guys, a lot of you guys have your own team now, and conference will be life-changing for your business if you get your team there. So what we wanted to really think about was how we could build strong heading into conference. So we came up with an incentive, and the best way that we can do this, which, like talking in terms of a customer base and also building teams at the same time and bringing it right back to basics, because we can get really stuck in the how, I think, bringing it way back to basics, going back to those really small, simple actions that you guys all did when you very first joined the business, or if you are new, you are currently doing right now. And that is simply repromoting to SDVF. So repromoting to SDVF is literally 4,000 volume points within 40 days and a teamie, at least one teamie. And those 4,000 points can be between, any new team that come in as well. So, most of you have done this. Most of you who have fast tracked to SDVF before in your business have done this, and you did it when you were new, when you were brand new. So I don't want to hear anyone say, I can't do this, or I don't know what to do, because most of you have actually already done it. So what I want, what Kim and I really, really want is for everyone to go into April as a brand new franchisee, as a brand new teamie. Think of it with brand new open eyes. We can get bogged down with, in like the management skills of like running a business, and you've got team and all that kind of thing, but bring it right back to basics. Go out and have the conversations, start, just start from scratch and start, go back to remembering what it was like when you first joined this business, and have that excitement and have new eyes on it. And I think this is really important. Like Kim said, both of us are going to be doing this as well. We're going to re-promote to SDVF. And I think as a team, if we do that, like, you just think of what that means as a team. If each of us brought in a brand new team member and 4,000 volume points, like, that's insane. Do you know what I mean? Like, if each of us brought in one new team this month, like, I know in Team Pina Colada there's like 140 people. That would mean that our team would double in a month. Do you know what I mean? And so you think of that for each of your teams as well. If you've currently got, like 5 or 6 team members in your team, imagine if each of them brought in one new person, including you. And so, in other words, your business can double if you all get on board and if you all hit the ground running, and just imagine what that means for your business. So in terms of the actual prize, because we do want to reward the people that actually commit to this, where Kim and I are still, thinking up something really special for you, for everyone that actually achieves this. So it's not a one person gets it, or if, like only one person gets a prize or anything like that. It's going to be something for everyone that actually achieves this. But above and beyond what Kim and I are going to put on the table for you guys, it's what you already get, the benefits you already get by doing this in your business. And that is the retail sales profits and commissions. Now, that can range depending on where you currently are at in your business, because obviously we know that, what you get on each product changes. But as you got through the compensation plan, but you've got your retail sales profits and commissions. You've got things like the qualifying points that will roll into your business. So if you haven't qualified yet for the first time, or if you've fallen out of qualifying, and I know that this is a big thing because I was looking at the reports at the end of last month, so many of you guys have fallen out of qualifying. Now, I just want to make a point based on this, that it does not matter. Like, you can have the strongest team in the world, but if you are not qualifying personally, then you are not making money. You are not making the money that is available to you because you do not get the roll up from your team if you are not qualifying. So by doing this, by re-promoting to SDVF, you have all those extra qualifying points coming in. You can re-qualify and pick up all the money that's on the table for you. You've got your pay line increases. You've got growing wider in your front line, which builds a strong and stable business. And out of all of the customers that would be part of the 4,000 points, it's about 10 to 11 prem packs. All right. And we all know that there's about 1 in 10 for every 10 customers, there's a potential of one of those turning into a raving fan and therefore a teamie. So in that customer base, you've already got that potential teamie that's going to be sitting there for the future. So, there's so many other roll-up effects and benefits from doing just this one action, which is re-promoting to SDVF. So that's why we've decided on this. And it's something that someone brand new in the business can do, and it applies to everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a VF and you signed up today or an NMD. All of us can do this. So, I'm going to leave that there because I think I rambled on a little bit, but I hope you guys really understand something as simple as re-promoting to SDVF is so powerful. It is so, so powerful in your business. So get behind this, get your team behind this. Just the benefits are going to be incredible, especially heading into conference. I'll hand it over to you, Kim.
I love that. Oh my God, you just inspired me, and who's excited? Pop it in the chat. Pop some emojis in. Who's in? Yay, I love it. I'm so, so excited. Now, I'll just talk for 3 minutes because I've got some, you inspired me to add on some more notes to that, Naomi, which is really cool. Yes. Everyone's saying that. Love it. Okay. So this is designed to challenge all of us. If right now you're thinking, fuck, I can't do this, I'm going to swear, I'm going to be really honest, and I'm going to be lots of Kimmy love right now. If you're thinking, fuck, I can't do this, or, oh, that's too hard, or you're scared, or you're nervous, get over it because you can do this. And if you don't want to do it, totally cool. We're still going to work with you. I know that you guys are the ones jumping on the team training now on a public holiday. So I know that you all want to do it. And it's designed to challenge you guys. It's designed to make you nervous. If you're not an SDVF yet, do you know what? We can actually look at this as a restart to SDVF and get that bonus money. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to come to me, or if Naomi is your direct NMD upline, go to Naomi, or you're welcome to go to the upline. But we're happy to put our hands up and, keep all of you accountable through this. But if you don't want to do it, honestly, totally cool. We just want to work with we want to give it as much time as we can to you guys who want to run with it. And it's only going to boost your business. And that's why we're doing this, So aim for it. And this is the thing, I'm going to aim for it. But if I don't get it, at least I tried. And I'm not going to I don't even want to think that I'm not going to get it. I don't want that mentality. I want to have the mentality that I'm going to do it. And I go to the USA for 2.5 weeks at the end of April. And I'm still going to aim for this. Technically honeymoon. So during the honeymoon time, I won't do it. But during the conference time, I will. So if anyone has any excuses, I reckon I would win with that excuse so far going traveling. I'm just being honest with you guys. We've got the flyer. I'm going to put it up in Team Coconuts as well. We've just put Naomi made a little info flyer for it. 4,000 points. So 10 days to DVF. Treat it like normal. Do 10 days to DVF. If you do it sooner, awesome. It just means you get more days to do SDVF. I'm going to start I think we should start the 40 days tomorrow, because obviously it's the 2nd today. So tomorrow's the 3rd. So we'll go to the 13th of April. May. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's all good. 13th of April. May. Oh my God, I did it again. Oh gosh. 13th of May. What have I got? And another thing is, I know you're saying it in the chat now, and if you're watching this back as the recording, if you 100% want to do this and I'm your direct NMD upline, or Naomi is, can you actually private message us? Because I'm going to write your names down of those who are, anyone can message me. I just know, you've got Naomi there if you're part of Team Pina Colada, and I will keep you accountable with me. We'll keep each other accountable. I'll be onto it. I'll be pushing you in the most loving way, but I just want you to succeed. Anyway, now I'm rambling. I'm just going to pop it on gallery view because I want to see you all, because everyone who was at the top was on a non-video. So yes, we're good. We feel a little bit nervous. Who's got the video? Who is not an SDVF yet? I think most of us all are. Anyway. Oh, Melanie, I feel like you might be very new though. Yes. This is cool. You might already be in your SDVF time. So either way, you can aim for something and it's going to benefit you. So let's all do this. And if you have team, can you tell your team if you're talking to your team? Obviously, we want them on team training to get this info, but you can be that awesome upline and let them know and see if they want to do it with you. You don't even have to like hustle with me, Naomi. If you want to be that leader and work directly with your team, go for gold. We're just here to help. I love that. I'm so excited for it. And I'm going to hand it straight over to Amber because I think this will be perfect leading into our 40 days to SDVF. Oh, sorry, that's what I wanted to say. Sorry, Amber. That's what I know. You can do it any which way. You can do 3 teamies, get 3 people to DVF and you do your DVF and see how you get the points. Sorry, I know I may have confused some of you. I just wanted to make that point. You don't have to do all the points yourself on one. You can do any which way that will get you there. Get the points, get the team member, the minimum requirement. Okay, sorry. Amber, take it away. I'll just let you go straight away. Oh. There we go. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So Kim's just asked me to talk about a few challenges that I've had. It's actually mainly the last couple of weeks, I'll admit. And I am going to be brutally honest because it has been quite a challenging couple of weeks. I'll go through the challenges and then I'll talk about how I am overcoming them. It's a work in progress, but I am definitely heaps better this week, so it's good. So the first one is my kids have been really sick this last month, and I was actually really surprised because we've been on the products for over a year. And it really threw me actually because I constantly, that's one of my big promotions is that, kids don't get sick, but it helps them with their sickness and stuff like that. So that was the first thing that's happened in the last couple of weeks. My daughter got really sick and she had a lot of time off school. The second one was my husband pretty much lost his job. And I was in a very uninspired state. And I don't know if some of you follow my page. My page is all about inspiring people. And that's what we do, really. We inspire people. And it's really, really hard when you're not feeling inspired and you've got people asking you questions, asking you for advice, and you're really not in that place where you can give them anything. And momentum. I think because this year has been really, really good. I've been on fire this year. And I had a good month. I sent my points to Kim yesterday and I was like, oh my God, I actually had a really good month. But it felt to me like my momentum was down. Like I think because it was probably the one month I didn't put a teamie on. And that really got to me. I was like, no, I've got this massive goal for the end of the year. And I was really kicking myself that I hadn't actually put another teamie on last month. So sick kids, uninspired, and momentum. So what am I doing to overcome them? To be honest, I reached out to Kim straight away. So that's the one thing that I say is let your NMD know that you are feeling that way because, I think it's really important to let them know about that one. But I have been flooding my brain with so much personal development these last 2 weeks. Listening to, I guess, Linda Evenden. I really relate to Linda Evenden. I really love her. And, any sort of links and everything, all those NMD trainings that are on the YouTube channel now for Juice Plus. Been listening to all of them because some of them have been in the same place and they're telling how they got through it. So lots of links, lots of personal development. And really I had to try and find my belief again. I think the one thing was I know the product's amazing, but for some reason I started to doubt it. And I really hated that about myself. And I had to go back and think about all the amazing things that it's done and really remind myself of that. I had to think about all the sickness we've avoided. This is, the first time in 12 months that she's been really sick. So I had to kind of remind myself of that. That's like finding gratitude. Yeah. So I had to really, I was listening to Tamara Hunter, actually. She talks about the 4 beliefs, You talk about the belief in the product, the industry, the company, and yourself. And so I had to really go back and think about that as well. So that's, like I'm saying, the training is out there. Like I was really trying to tap into all that training to get there again. Like Kim said, gratitude, like the affirmations. I was waking up every morning prior to these last 2 weeks thinking, oh my God, I couldn't wait to get up. I was like, couldn't stop smiling. And then, one thing that really knocked me down with my husband and his job, and I was waking up and I was just miserable. And I was like, no, I don't want to be like this. So I really had to shake myself out of that and wake myself up every morning with affirmations and gratitude. And like I say, I was preaching a positive life but not actually living it. So I think that's, we meant to preach our lifestyle. I can't think what we're saying. It was I'm trying to think if someone said it. But no, you get what I mean. Like you're meant to live the mission. That's the word I'm thinking. You're meant to live the mission. And I wasn't living the mission, I was miserable. So I really needed to just kick myself up out of that. So, and it's so funny that you say today, Naomi, rehiring yourself. I had decided to do that. So that was my thing. I was going to rehire myself. I I even said it to my husband today. I said, nah, that's it. I'm rehiring myself. I'm going to go get the SDVF, and that's, that's going to give me my drive to get my momentum back as well. So, I think you really need to think about, how far you've come and how you got there. And that was, Kim knows, I just got my husband to SDVF, and it was such a massive thing for me. I never fast-tracked to SDVF when it was my business, and I managed to get him to SDVF from signing him up in 1 week. So I know I can do it, and it's there. It was just lacking a little bit. And I think one of the other struggles I found was when my husband got told that, he might not have a job. I'm so lucky to have this income, but the one thing I hate myself for thinking it was that the income I get from Juice Plus in a month, it wouldn't even support our family for a week, and that was really hard for me to take on board. Like I've been slogging my guts out and we still don't have the income to support my family, and that's my main goal by the end of the year, is that I want my husband to finish FIFO. So that's that's my main goal, and it should have really motivated me, but it didn't. It really made me so flat, and I don't really know why. I'm still trying to figure that out, but it really should have kicked me up the butt to go, okay, well, let's make this work. This is all that we've got. So yeah, and I think and the last one, which I think is really important, is events. So all this year I've committed to doing at least one main event every month, and I think I've managed to do 2 every month. It'll be now in April. And I'm planning one, I think, with Chelsea, who's on training tonight. We're going to do a live feed, live event this week, and I'm going to do my next at-home one. But I find that events give your business momentum, and they give you momentum. And that's, I didn't have my at-home event last month, and I've got a lot of people sitting on the fence, and I think, the events, I don't know, they just kind of make people think, oh, well, actually it's real, like what they're doing, it makes sense, and they want to see a bit more about it. So yeah, that's my other tip, events. That's going to give me momentum this month. Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I took so many notes from that. Yay. Can everyone thank Amber? Because I know all of us can relate to at least one thing. Who can relate? Can I get a show of hands? I know you guys are popping it in the chat. Awesome. And I guess I want to elaborate. We have some time. So Amber, honestly, thank you so much for sharing. That was amazing. And I think it's good to share, because when you say it out loud, you can actually look back and be like, oh, it's not that bad. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And Naomi, those names totally sound the same. I'll get you to elaborate on, because I know you'll be able to add on to this. But events, like bringing it back to events. When I started, it was all about the events. And these days, we are all online. Most of us are all in different towns across Australia. And it is harder to obviously get together and do live events. I know some of you are actually just, manning up, putting your big girl panties on and just running them no matter what, without any upline support there. Good on you. That is awesome. But the rest of us are doing it all online. So don't just think events have to be 10 people in my backyard, or it has to be a minimum of so many people. If you organise a coffee catch up with a girlfriend, but you've already planned to talk about Juice Plus, or you know it's going to be brought up, that's an event. Book that in the diary. Book in your meetings. Whatever verbiage you want to use, coffee catch-up meetings. I call things meetings because in my head I go into work mode. I'm like, I've got this amount of time and I know I want to change their life. I don't just say catch-up because then I'm like, oh, I can drink one, do whatever. 3 hours go by and I'm like, where's my day gone? So that's what I do. And live stream events, like we've been rocking them and they really work. If you're scared to get on live stream, again, I say this with love, get over it, because I can tell you right now, it will change your business because it will give you confidence. And I have to give a shout out to Celeste who's on, because I watched her live stream today. She was so nervous, but good on you, girl, because you just jumped on and went on there and talked and even told the world, like, you know what, guys, I'm nervous, but I want to get on here. I want to build my confidence and I want to inspire you guys to do the same. Once you do them, they become autopilot. So you can do live events on your normal page. You can book in, create an invite on Facebook and do it into that. You can make it public. Belinda and I did a public one. I actually think some like random people watched, which good on them. Like I would rather that, you know, people can find it easier. So events. And the other thing is, just to bring back to guys, how I remember having this chat with Amber, and I love this because I've been here, and, you know, finding out that your main form of income is about to disappear or change, it's scary. But like what Amber has to remember, and this is what, from an outside point of view, I'm like, babe, 12 months ago, if this happened to you, you didn't even have Juice Plus. You, no matter how much she's earning, even if it was just $100 a month, I was like, you wouldn't have even had that. And that's finding that gratitude. And also her saying, I haven't put any teamies on this month, because she put on this month already. And this is not a comparison thing. It's just from 12 months of, she did, like, I don't like to say the S word, but there was struggle. There wasn't the growth that she expected. And in the last 2 months to 3 months, there has been. And then when you set your standard for yourself and then you don't hit it the next month, you're like, oh, I was putting on like 5 teamies the last 2 months, and you don't hit it, you're only going to let yourself down. So let go of the expectations. Another saying is discipline your disappointments. I think that's really cool. So what do you generally want to be disappointed in, and what are you going to let go of? And just keep on going. So I'm going to, Naomi, is there anything you want to add on to that? I'll let you unmute yourself.
Yeah, thanks, babe. Going back to just to sort of go over what Amber was saying. You know what? Like it's all part of this journey and this story that we're living out in this business, because I can guarantee that there is not a single NMD that walks the stage to tell their story and they get up there and say, this was a breeze. It was so easy. I had no struggles, no challenges, nothing came up in life over the last few years, you know, from the time I joined this business. And that's really the point, because the point is the person that you need to become to grow through anything that life throws at you. And this business really does bring you into an environment where you are surrounded by the tools and the resources and the people that you need to grow into a better version of you. You know, people and, personal development and coaching that you would never have had access to before, or would never have even thought to seek out for yourself before. So it's really an incredible thing. Those challenges don't define you, but they become part of your story. I can definitely relate to Amber's, struggle at the moment with her husband losing her job. You know, we went through something similar after I hit QNMD, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like Mick and I was so focused on getting me to NMD. And I remember the month that we did that, it was like we waited for that pay to, come up in the VO, because we knew what we needed to cover our mortgage, our school fees, fuel, food, the bills, all that kind of thing, because there was no other income coming in. So we worked it out to the dollar what we needed. And I was relying on that first NMD pay to be that. Do you know what I mean? And what's so incredible is that, we knew what we needed to do. And the only thing that could get in our way was us. The only thing that was going to stop us from achieving what we needed to do in this was ourselves. And so Mick and I got to work because we knew that at that moment in time, we needed to do it. And so you can let struggles, kind of bring you down, and it's okay to have those times, but just know that you have this really amazing you know, tool in your hand, and if you get to work with it, like there's no limit on what you can achieve with it. So yeah, it's, you know, like, just get excited, because this business really is incredible and it can be a lifesaver. It's been a lifesaver to us, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. So you know, all of the support and everything that you have around you, you know, like Kim and I are pretty much 24/7 available. Send us a message and we'll always get back to you. And then, you know, you've always got all, you know, your direct uplines and that kind of thing as well. So, you know, everyone in here is, you know, a business mentor, a friend, a confidant. Like, there's so many, you know, like, just beautiful hearts here, willing and able to help you, whether it's on an emotional level or a business level. And that's just, you know, what is so incredible about this community. So, and then yeah, a little bit touching on like what Kim said, you know, I like a great thing that you can do at the beginning of each month is just go through and you know, whether it's your friends list or your mobile phone contacts or whatever it is, but deliberately set, you know, a coffee catch up once a week with someone that you haven't seen in a while, or someone that you see every day but isn't on the product yet. And it doesn't even have to be where you go out with Juice Plus to come up in mind, but it's simply to connect. But you have to make that deliberate action, make it part of your weekly DMO to catch up with one new person each week. Do you know what I mean? Even if it is just an hour after the school run, you catch up with, you know, someone for coffee, even if Juice Plus doesn't come up. The point is that you have connected, and it's 99% of the time it does, because they've either seen what's going on Facebook or they ask you what you're doing. What are you up to? And it's just about perfecting that kind of like way that you talk about it. And that's obviously, you know, like Kim and I can help you, you know, kind of come out with some verbiage that isn't salesy and all that kind of thing. But it's really just about connecting, you know, back into your story from your heart and talking honestly about you and what's going on in your life. So, but yeah, like, it's, don't just wait for those random accidental running into people, that kind of thing. Make it, and this is like planning events, set up a deliberate catch up with one person each week of the month. You know, like how hard is that? You know, like, it's so simple, guys. It's talking about going out and having coffee with someone that you like. You know, it's not hard, but it really is just about, yeah, like building those connections. So yeah, but that's probably it from me, Kim.
Perfect. Love it. Yay. Who loved that? Who took away something from today's training? Everyone's hands are up. Fantastic. I did just have a little, I'm just going to stop the recording there.